9 things every beginner, newbie, Scrum Master, Agile Coach should know. Not knowing these things will make you a risk or an impediment for the team and for the organization. Number 1, knowing when to say no. That's extremely important. The first thing I recommend doing, a Scrum Master joining a team, an Agile Coach joining a team, roles and responsibilities. Don't assume that they know why you're here. Don't assume that they know what they should be expecting from you or what you should be expecting from them. That's the very first thing you should do, obviously. Team bonding, introduce yourself, get to know them, one-to-one conversation. But after that, roles and responsibilities. A simple meeting, a simple workshop. The goal of this workshop is to agree on who does what. What are you expecting from the team? Maybe each roles in the team and what they should be expecting from you. As simple as that. You can even do this workshop with stakeholders also. I rarely see Scrum Masters, Agile Coaches do that. That's why you get into the debate of, I thought you would be creating this impediment. No, I thought you would be creating this impediment. No. Clear roles and responsibilities. Who does what in the team? Obviously, this shouldn't be rigid. We are all working as a team and helping each other meet our goal, product goal, sprint goal. But there needs to be sort of structure. Basically, who does what? What are we expecting from each other in the team? And once you have that clearly defined, you can start saying no when they are expecting things that you believe you shouldn't be doing, which brings me to point number 2. Know when you will leave the team. A Scrum Master joining a team, there needs to be an end date for that. You can't remain with the team indefinitely. You need to agree with the team. This needs to happen, and when this happens, I will be moving out of the team. Remember, your role as a Scrum Master. I remember my first day as a Scrum Master, my mentor told me, Gary, your goal with the team is to move out of the team. Do everything you can to be able to make the team efficient, to make the team effective without you. So you can move out of the team. They need to be able to be effective, know how to improve, know Agile, know Scrum, or any other frameworks you're using. Build beautiful products that customers will love without you. If you can achieve that, you can move out of the team and work with the rest of the organization or other teams. But you can clearly agree when joining a team, here are the terms. Here's what we are targeting. We are working towards that. And once we reach that, I'm leaving the team. Point number 3, the Scrum Guide, the latest version of a Scrum Guide. Please read it multiple times. You need to know a Scrum Guide. The Agile Manifesto, the principles, 12 principles, 4 values. You need to know these things. No one else will know these things in the team. So you should be the preacher of the Agile Manifesto, of the Scrum Guide. When people ask you questions, you need to be able to confidently answer. And you can't confidently answer if you don't know the Scrum Guide or you don't know the Agile Manifesto. When you hear things, when you see things which might sound or seem like anti-patterns, you need to be able to sort of preach them, move them to the right direction, or coach them so that they realize they need to move to the right direction. To do that, you need the Scrum Guide. You need to know the Scrum Guide. You need to know the Agile Manifesto, the values, the principles. It looks basic, but so many Scrum Masters, Agile coaches don't know these basic things. If you're using Kanban, know the Kanban guide. Know the components that are required to implement Kanban. Know how to measure flow, how to improve your Kanban. Number 4, facilitation skills. Maybe the most important skill that a Scrum Master should have. Everything that you're doing as a Scrum Master is sort of facilitating. Facilitation simply means making things easy. There's a goal, you're making this transition to this goal easy. You're facilitating this process. Conversations, workshops, meetings, anything, facilitation. If you want to know how to facilitate all the Scrum events and even more, watch this video right here. Number 5, ask questions. If facilitation is the most important skill of a Scrum Master, the most powerful skill is asking questions. You will be continuously challenging people simply because you are a change agent. You are here for a reason, right? Most probably the team needs help to improve, to grow, to do something better, deliver better, meet deadlines, build better products, become more effective, more efficient. So we need to change. You are a change agent. There's two ways of doing that. Either you tell them what to do, or then, second, maybe you coach them. You make them realize that there's an improvement opportunity here. And to do that, ask questions, powerful questions. That's hard. It's a skill that takes years to practice. You need to be curious. If you want to know how to ask powerful questions, a simple format that you can start using right now, watch this video right here. Number 6, calm, Zen, the Zen master of the team. There can't be a Scrum Master, an Agile coach, who is always losing their temper, shouting at people, angry at people. It doesn't make any sense. You need to be able to walk the talk. Maybe you need to be the most human person of a team, the person with the most empathy in a team, the person who understands developers, understands their context, always listening, not preaching, listening, asking questions. Because if you don't do that, no one will do that in the team. Same as the Scrum Guide, same as the Agile Manifesto. If you don't know these, no one else will know that in the team. So care for your team members. They are human people interacting with each other. Treat them like adults and always ensure that they are shielded. They are not overly pressured to give unrealistic deadlines. Distracted, shield them, protect them, be courageous. Give them the courage also. Motivate them, inspire them. Be a role model for them. Be calm, be Zen-like. Number 7, stakeholder management. Extremely important. Maybe the most important thing that the Scrum Master needs to do. Underrated. Many Scrum Masters ignore this part. They only work with a team. But this is what will make or break Scrum or agility in the team, in the organization. You need to be working with stakeholders. Stakeholders need to be convinced, 100% convinced, that you will be able to help the team. That Agile works, Scrum works, or Kanban works, or any other framework works. And this is their point of being convinced. Maybe you're here. How do you go there? What needs to happen? Ask questions. Clearly define targets. Maybe set up a contract with the team. Clear goals. You need to be able to prove your worth. You need to be able to prove agility, Scrum, to prove that you can help the team, that the team is working. So many things you will be challenged on as a Scrum Master, simply because people don't want to change and people don't believe in agility. The stakeholders, management might tell you that they believe in that. No, they don't care. They just care about profits. They just care about releases, and maybe they care about a customer. But how do we get there? The practices or ways of working, they don't really care about that. So you need to be constantly proving that what you're doing is working. And the best way to do that is actually making things work good, making things better. Which brings me to point number 8, continuous improvement. Retrospectives, extremely important. But what's most important is making the team. If you can do that, you can lead the team. Making the team realize that they need to continuously be improving. They need to continuously be growing. They need to continuously feel uncomfortable, because with discomfort, you grow. They need to continuously be improving the product, improving their processes, improving their ways of working, their way of communicating, everything. If you make them realize that, if you make them take action by themselves towards that, maybe they are facilitating the retrospective themselves, you can leave the team. And number 9, my favorite one, maybe the most powerful one also. I know I said that multiple times in the video. Make good decisions. And by good decisions, decisions backed up by evidence, empirical data. Most decisions in your organization, I guarantee, in your organization, in your team, made with emotions, not backed by data. And that's one of the things that you can bring to the team. Get the metrics, get all the data, and make decisions based on that. I don't know your context. I don't know your work environment. I don't know where you work. But I can sort of guess that your director, your CEO, care about profits, right? They care about delivery, dates, meeting deadlines. Most probably they tell you to plan ahead, at least 1 year, at least 3 months, 6 months maybe even 1 year. You need to plan something and be able to respect this deadline, this date. Does this sound agile to you? Oh, but many agile teams work in this kind of environment. Does it make sense to you? No. Why are we getting these sort of demands? It doesn't make sense. It's a fallacy. Believing that the team can predict with 100% certainty what they will be able to achieve in 1 year. Doesn't make any sense. That's one reason why we implemented agility. Iterative releases, releasing early, getting feedback because we don't know. But many agile teams, Scrum teams work in this kind of environment. They do all their practices, they do all the Scrum events, but they need to meet an unrealistic deadline. So fix that. That's one example. But you get my point. Data, metrics, show them that the more data we have, the more feedback we get, the better we can predict the future. And when we don't have any data, we can predict for 1 year. That's your goal as a Scrum Master, Agile Coach. Bring them back to making decisions based on empirical data. If you liked this video and want more, click on the video that stands out the most on the screen right now, and I'll see you in a few seconds.